Here taking a look at Jamie May's Swim in the 50 Freestyle. She is a self-proclaimed lane 5 enthusiast. However, this time she's in lane 1. So on the start, they're going to say take your mark. She's going to rock back about as far as she possibly can, and then she is off. So I don't like the rock back for any swimmer because regardless of how fast your reaction time is, you now have to move the extra distance to get to just where everybody else is. So Jamie, you can see compared to the girl in lane 2, her reaction time is significantly faster. She's already been reacting for several frames, and now she's at like a neutral position, and then she's jumping. So despite the fact she probably has the fastest reaction time in the heat, she's getting off the blocks about the same time as everybody else. Also, rocking back like this is creating tension, and a relaxed muscle will react quicker than one with tension. Given how fast she's already reacting, she could really be quick off the blocks if she was just relaxed in a neutral position. Good thing though, the thing that's reacting is really her legs. Her arms don't do much of anything, but they go straight into a streamlined position. Her head does not come up, so I'd like to see her arms really engage the blocks, but like I said in Sophia Carroll's video, if your arms aren't going to go into streamline or use the blocks, this is about the best thing you can do. So she enters the water pretty flat. I mean, here it almost looks like she's going to belly flop into the water. She hits pretty flat. Could definitely go at a higher or a more 45-degree based angle hitting the water. Underwater, I can't see a lot of the dolphin kick. This is about the only kick I can really see, and it looks like we're pretty limited in our front kick, so we could definitely not just kick all the way up, but kick all the way down to the bottom of the pool when we're dolphin kicking on our stomach. On the breakout, that's a nice flick out by the hips, and we're swinging around. The whole race, Jamie's going to swim like this where she's basically entering the water from her underarm to her fingertips, and we really want to enter with our fingertips first. As you can kind of see as she's swinging around, it's like she's placing her arm and sliding it from the armpit all the way to her fingertips. This angle and quality makes it hard to tell. I don't think she actually breathes the first 50. I wouldn't mind her taking a breath. Coming into the turn, like right here, her arm is fully in the water, and she immediately starts flip turning as her hand is hitting the water. So we got to adjust the timing of a flip turn, of that flip turn, and I assume pretty much any sprint race flip turn for Jamie. You can't hit the water with your arm and flip at the same time. It's just going to be a very awkward and inefficient flip. What you want to do is you take that stroke, so that was her left arm taking that last stroke, I believe. So her right arm would be at her hip. She takes her left arm stroke. The left arm would come all the way down to the hips, so both her hands are at her hips. Then you start to reach down your legs and bending at the hips as if you're going to touch your toes. Your legs would be flat on the water. And then when you get to the furthest point that you're going to reach down your legs, that's when you tug into the ball and do a tight flip. Obviously, explain that pretty it sounds slow, but if you're doing it in real speed, it's the best way to flip turn. The actual flip is, I mean, distance-wise, it's fine, but because she rushed it, it's fine. If she had did the full thing, she would have been too close to the wall. So that's what I'm talking about on the timing. Then the actual legs, they come over nice and low, and she appears to have a pretty nice bounce off the wall. So the bottom half of that flip turn is good. Now, on the at the breakout, first thing to come out of the water is her foot, and it's about 2 meters away from the wall. So we gotta, even on a sprint race, we gotta stay down underwater for longer than that, definitely. And our legs are not the first things to break out. Yeah. Okay. So we're coming out. The arm does have a good breakout, like it did on the start. Okay, so that was a breath. We finally took a breath. From what I can tell, that's the first breath of the race. So she's here. It's really hard to tell when she's taking it. Geez. Again, it's hard to tell, but I think she can probably take that breath earlier. Like the quickness of it is fine, but we're not getting our head down. It's like rolling with the arm. I don't know. I'd like a better angle at that, but anyways. The kick drive stays pretty consistent the whole time. I don't need her heel to come this high out of the water on each kick, so we can keep it lower. We're really just like boiling the water instead of coming down and kicking the water with our whole foot. Into the finish. It looks like she might have taken a second breath there. No breath into the wall. And we hit nice and flat. Yeah, biggest thing for Jamie's going to be the start, the turn, and then the arms, the stroke itself. I think this was a 30.6. Her best time is half a second faster than that from the district meet, if I'm not mistaken. There's really no reason for Jamie to work as hard as she does and be as coachable as she is and not be under 30 in the 50. These are all pretty easy corrections, so looking forward to her breaking 30.